Hey, welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I'm going to break down my trade and show you how I made over 20K alone just by holding out my entry on eurusd. Now remember, a strategy comes a dime a dozen, but to really make profit in a forex market, especially long term, it's all about holding on to your emotion. Without further ado, let's get right into it and show you how. All right, let's dig right into it, guys. So this right here is my trade on eurusd, as I said. And I first got into this trade on May 8th and May 9th when I first saw price action broke below this pattern and had that pullback. If you don't know by now, I trade with using price action, levels of supply and demand, a very simple and effective way to approach the forex market. Now, when I first saw this pair, I was already looking at a key reversal to come into play, and I'm going to show you why. This right here was the pass on eurusd where price action fell all the way to the downside. Now, at that same level, I was looking for the same exact thing to happen once again. When it came right back up here, I got even luckier when price action formed this rising wedge pattern. Now, a rising wedge pattern is a bearish reversal pattern. So seeing this right here already confirmed even more what I already knew. So all I had to pretty much wait for was a breakout. These rising wedge patterns are so very easy to trade and so easy to get into because all you're waiting for is a break below the level, pull back, go for a sell, or a break above the level, pull back, and you're going for a buy. And it's just that simple. So in this case right here, you can pretty much see how price action got tighter and tighter into consolidation. Now, when this happens right here, it's going to do one or the other. It's going to push up and keep that uptrend going just like that, or it's going to fall back below this level, pull back, and that's how we know we're going for that sell. Like I said, it's always A or B, and that's why I believe trading is even more that simpler, right? Because all you have is A and all you have is B. All you can do is buy, or you can do is sell. So it's just that easy whenever you're looking, or be confident whenever you're into a setup, because understanding that that pair can go in that direction for quite some time. So this right here is the daily. Now from here, I went down to the 8 hour, and this is where I really found my entry. Seeing price action break below this level, seeing that pullback is just that easy when I'm seeing that to go for my entry. I'm not going to overthink it whatsoever because it's only going to be a buy and it's only going to be a sell. And we said it before, because it did not break above this level and pull back and go up, we knew for sure that it's going to fall below the level, pull back, and go down. So that right there is already into my mindset. So I'm that much more confident now that a sell is going to come and play. So I go for that first sell. But now we're going to talk about how I'm able to hold into my trade even longer. You see, for myself, I have key rules and guidelines in place whenever I want to hold on to a trade even longer. But simply understand that if you do have a TP1 set and price action comes to that TP1 and you was right on your analysis, go for your TP1, take your profit, go on to the next trade. So many new guys coming to the forex market trying to hold on to a trade for a super long time, and you just don't have to do that. So really understand that, guys, right? You are just now getting started, and all you're looking for right now should be consistency, right? You're trying to be consistent on a day-to-day basis. That's all that matters. That TP1 or that first target profit was exactly what you were looking for. So for you to keep on going long term, take your TP1 for now. Don't worry so much about holding on. But if you want to do so, I'm going to show you how I do that, right? So when I first got into my sell right here and profit, when it came to my TP1, this right here is my TP1 because that's the past level of support and resistance where we see price action having some kind of reaction to right at that level. We can even go down further and see the same thing here in the past. When I got in from my sell off this breakout and pullback, I knew that this right here was at least going to be my TP1. But this right here is how I'm able to stay stay in even longer. When the trade breaks below this level and then pulls back, I know that's the next step, right? If it would have stayed above my TP1 and came back up, I probably would have closed out at TP1 or a little bit closer to my entry. Regardless, I'm going to close out in profit. That's all that matters, is I'm making profit on that trade. Not every single trade has to be a super massive profit, especially, guys, if you're just now getting started. Remember, I've been doing this right here for 5 years now, so I'm at a different position where I'm able to hold on to my trades even longer. But like I said earlier in the video, if you are just now getting started, take your profit. That TP1, that means you was correct. That means you're doing everything right. Don't let your trade be wrong because you want to hold on to a trade for forever and to infinity. It doesn't work that way. You make the skill set and develop the habits to eventually you get to that level. But right now, take your TP1. But for myself, when it fell below this level, I knew my trade could have pulled back to the same previous level, and that's going to cause me to stay in even longer. Like I said, if it would have stayed above this level, I probably would have closed out above that level and took my profit. But because it broke below it, pull back, the same exact thing it did here, break below, pull back, I know it's going to drop. Impulse, right? Break below, pull back, I know it's going to drop. And the same thing goes on and on and on. And how I'm able to also find more entries on the same exact pair, that breakout, pullback, evening star. So in this case right here, I could have sold breakout, pullback, made an evening star right there, could have got it from my sell, made that profit. Same thing here. When I did get it for another sell, it broke below this level, pulled back, made the same pattern, got it from my sell, made that money. And this right here, like I said before, is really how I'm able to hold on to my trade day after day after day after day. It's just as easy. I don't have to overthink it. All I have to do is kind of sit back, control my emotions, and not be so emotionally involved into it. Because I always know what the outcome is going to be. Either I'm going to break even, small profit, or make a big profit. And that's my thought process on every single trade. Small profit, big profit, or break even. One of the three ways is how I want to end off my trade. If I'm breaking even, I'm not making no money, but I'm also not losing no money, which is a great thing. A small profit can be your TP1, which is the whole point of trading, to make that first profit. And your big profit can be anything past a TP1, can be a TP2, a TP3, and so forth. But this right here, guys, is just how simple that is. When profit fell below my TP1, then pulled back to my TP1, I knew at this level, I'm going to stay into my trade even longer. Well, all I have to do now is move my stop loss to a break even, right? So all I do now is move this number here, my stop loss, to my entry, or I can even move it into profit. And this right here is where I can make even more profit at, or keep on holding out my trade to able to keep on making money. Now, this is a key thing, guys. All you have to do is control your emotions, not overthink it, and just stay into your trade every single day. Don't look at it one single thing in the market, get scared, and leave that trade completely. Simply sit on your hands. If profit don't goes back to your entry, don't come to your stop loss, you don't have to do anything besides sit on your hands. Now, this right here, guys, this trade is still going. I hope everybody have a great week. Right now is Wednesday. Have 2 more days of the trading week left. Let's keep on going. Let's keep on making profit. I'll see you next time, guys. See you later.